Well, hello everybody. Welcome. So we're about to launch our brand new one-day special. Thing with one-day specials, we really want to give you something that really lives up to the billing, and we are doing that this hour. Can I introduce you to the supremely talented Kay? Hello.
Hi.
Hey, you look lovely, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I've got my Indian outfit on.
There is a reason for that, and we have got some
for that.
fabrics coming up that are stunning. Actually, we're just going to flash the details because I think you're really going to like those. I know because you've been out to India, obviously. Yes. You've drawn a lot of inspiration there. But before we get on to the fabrics, we need to talk about the one-day special. Just before, and I just want to make you aware, because I know whenever, all right, we're already busy. So look, if you've got the one-day special in your basket, please just hold a moment. I'll tell you why, because we've got the one-day special, then we also have a mega bundle, which will give you absolutely everything. So I will show you that. You've got two options, really, on how to get hold of the one-day specials. So have a look at the one-day special, have a look at the mega bundle, and then see whichever one really talks to you. Let's discuss the one-day special, though, because it is beautiful. So we are getting in the one-day special 3 A6 stamps, and you're getting that A5 stamp. They are red rubber, beautiful quality that we come to know and love from IndigoBlu. Now look at this. These are, talk to me about these, because they're stunning, stunning.
People are still amazed that we make these on site in our unit in North Nottinghamshire, in a little town called Retford, and people still can't believe that we actually do make them by hand. We design them ourselves. We've got Janine Gerard Shaw, who's actually done these beautiful designs for us. Then we actually have the plates made, and then we actually do press the rubber ourselves, mount them, package them, cut them out, all in Retford by hand. We get the rubber from America, and yeah, we use local companies for our packaging and our printing. So everything's done as much as possible in our locality.
Now, I'm just looking at that price. So you can split the price in half, £23.98. When you consider that you are getting 4 sets, 10% of the one-day special is already gone.
Wow.
Incredible designs, incredible quality, and when you start looking at it, when you're able to make works of art like this, and we've got to give a mention to the design team who are incredible. Actually, we're going to just scroll the names of all the design team who are amazing. Look at that.
Huge round of applause for the design team. They are fantastic. I'm so grateful for them. And I was completely blown away when I walked in today and I saw all these gorgeous samples. I was just stunned, actually. They are beautiful. Thank you so much, my team. You're fantastic.
I think they deserve something very special. Now, we don't often do this. They're going to get a floor manager, Ben Whoop Whoop. Can we have a whoop whoop for the design team, Ben? Whoop whoop. I bigged that up. I thought you were going to go bigger there, Ben.
I thought you were going to go bigger.
Oh, that's better. That's better, Ben. Now, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, Kay. I've got to tell you, the mega bundle is flying. We haven't even looked at it yet. No way, a third of the stock's gone on the mega bundle.
Wow.
We're 3 minutes into the show. That is ridiculous. Okay, one thing I want to point out with the mega bundle, you are getting, and these are so popular. So on top of the one-day special, you are getting your collector's edition stamps. These are highly sought after. They are new today, and I know personally so many crafters who I speak to that do collect the collector's editions, and that's the whole point of them, Kate.
It is, and they bring you a whole library of fantastic images. So from your background images, your standards, these are the stamps that you are going to be using day in, day out. Yeah. And I always choose ones that are going to be like that, whether it's for your backgrounds, for your focal point, your highlights, whatever it happens to be. These are just perfect. They fit into a nice little storage boxes if you want to do that, and they're just so useful. And of course they're red rubber, so they are going to last such a long time if you look after them, a lifetime if you look after them.
Of course. And now you're not just getting the collector's edition in the mega bundle, you're also going to get, now this is, am I right in saying, We haven't had this in stock for about 6 months.
That's right, yes, because these are handmade in India, and obviously due to the situation we haven't been able to get anything through at all. So this actually is the first shipment out. We just squeezed it in there before another lockdown. So this is all we've got.
It's our Constantina journal. So
yes.
It is rag cotton, there you can see, and you're getting 4 of those. The first time you've been able to get a hold of them for about 6 months. So don't miss out, because we can't guarantee if they do sell out, the next time we'll be able to offer those to you. I'll just show you here, and they are perfect for, by the way, Kay's going to be using this for her demonstration, and what she's going to do is actually build up a beautiful journal throughout all of the one-day specials. So each page she'll feature in for each of the hours for the one-day special. So just to recap, with regard to the mega bundle, you are getting the one-day special, which that's coming up. Just over there, just there you go. So you're getting the one-day special, which is here. We've got a hummingbird, then you've got 3 of your A6. That's your one-day special. Then you're also going to be getting the collector's stamps, which you're seeing here. This is the mega bundle.
Course, yeah.
And on top of that, you're getting 4, I've got the other one back here, you're getting 4 of the cotton rag Constantina journals as well. All of that including your mega bundle. And I've got to point out, mega bundle, it says you're saving £7. You're actually saving £15 because you're carrying across the saving from the one-day special. So on top of the saving the one-day special, you're getting a further £7 there. So it's actually a £15 saving. Half the stock of the mega bundle has gone and we are busy. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to keep quiet. We're going to hand over to Kay and go to our first demonstration. Kay, can you just explain? We'll open it up. But so what you're going to be doing each hour, it's like a masterclass, really.
Basically, yes. So if you can tune in every hour or record it, but I'd like you to join us because I'm actually going to do almost like a big full day's workshop with you. So each hour I'm going to be doing another page of the journal, so it's all going to be created into one big journal to finish off with.
Lovely.
So I'm going to
is
show
that using fabrics from the show as
So
well?
this is using all of the lovely sari silk ribbon that is in the show as well. So I've just made a really simple wrap. I can't really sew very well, and I even managed to do this. So yeah, this is a lovely little wrap.
We'll be looking at the fabrics and the wraps.
We will later on. Yes, later on. So what I've done is I've actually used the sari silk on here. I've used some of the beautiful handmade decorations as well on here, and the bells and the hand printed bells. And then if we go to here, you can open it up, and then this is my wrap, and then inside I've got my, sorry, let me just go, there we go.
That's nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we've got a Constantina journal here, and what I'm going to do is each hour I'm going to do these pages. Okay, so we're going to build it up until we actually complete the whole journal.
That is stunning.
And the colours I've used, I've only stuck to the colours that are the India selection,
which we've
that
got
are on the show.
Yeah.
So there's just 6 colours in that selection, and that's what I've stuck to. I've actually just stuck to that selection there. But I've also used all those lovely stamps as well, and I've used our brand new embossing powders, which we've launched today.
Do you mind if can we just touch on those? It's only because we just had an issue with our graphics, so we're just going to put those back on your screen. Apologies. Do you know what happens? Busy shows, sometimes the graphics fall. So we have got, it just gives us an opportunity, Kay. We've got the brand new embossing powders. Just showing you here, they are incredible. First thing that strikes me, the detail, Kay.
Yes, well, you know that we're famous for our red rubber stamps with a really high detail and very, very fine lines. So you need a specialist embossing powder for that, because your normal embossing powders, the molecules, the grains are too thick, so they actually thicken the line, and you don't get that quality. So it was really important that we had to get a really, really fine detail embossing powder for this, and we've got them here for you. So they look gorgeous. They give you a very rich pigment as well. They melt very quickly because of the fine detail grain of it, and the shimmer is just delicious.
Now,
I love them.
This is stamped from the one-day special, so you're getting copper load of this, or copper load of this, the White Cliffs of Dover. You've also got your Glam Rock Gold and your Hi-Ho Silver. One thing that stands out to me, Kay, are we getting all four for $10.99?
Yes, you are.
That is
a
good
really,
value.
really good value. Now, I've got to tell you something, that the company that we get these off, I got the last lot of product, so it's very limited, and we know that the price is going to go up by about 50%. 50%, yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Okay. So 20%
so get them while they're
gone.
in a good price, actually.
And so you got the last lot. Does that mean if this sells out, we can't get hold of any more and extended?
Well, I haven't got all of the stock, so I can actually pot some more up for you, so I can do extended. Yeah.
All right. Okay, listen, very busy for this. $10.99 is your price, your ultra-fine embossing powder, saving £3. It is incredible stuff. Right, we're going to go to our demonstration. So we're working on one big piece and we're going to do one page each hour, right?
We are, yes. So in actual fact, I'm going to start off on this page here. So I'm going to show you some nice watercolour techniques throughout the day.
Okay.
So I'm starting off, obviously I'm using our lovely watercolour card. Let me just see, there's a lump in, there's a lump on the mat there. It's like Princess in a Pea then. I was like, what is that? So I'm going to use just individual pieces and then I'm going to sew them back up together later on. It's just easier for my demonstrations. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to use our lovely paints here. So I'm going to be using the selection of 6 paints that we've put together for the India show. So we've got Sargasso Sea, we've got Mulberry Bush, we've got Daffodil, and then we've got a lovely orange, which is Tiger Lily, we've got Red Hot Chili, and we've got Fresh Green Grass.
Nice.
Now what I've done is I've put stickers on the top and I've just painted them so that I don't have to put them upside down, so you can see I've done that. Now what I'm going to do is take a nice big brush and I'm going to wet my cotton rag paper. So this is going to be lovely to absorb, and this cotton rag paper is literally made out of pieces of t-shirts that are the offcuts from the manufacturing process of t-shirts. It's then sent to the mill and then they cut it all up, mush it all up and make paper out of it, and it was amazing to actually see them do this, and they actually do make it by hand. They literally do scoop it out by hand. It's just amazing to watch them.
And there's a huge difference when you're working with a cotton-based paper as opposed to a wood-based paper.
Feels completely different.
Feels different, and the movement you're able to get. Just very quickly, I'm not interrupting, so we'll stick with Kay, but I've just got to let you know that 80% of the stock has gone for the mega bundle. That's within 12 minutes of the launch show, and we got queues on our phone line. So I apologise if you're stuck in a queue. We'll try and get through to you as soon as possible.
So what I've done is I've wet the cotton rag paper just where I want the image to go, because if you look on here, you can see I haven't gone all the way to the edge.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to go all the way to the edge. So I've just wet that area with a big brush, and I'm just putting a little bit of the Sargasso Sea on there. And I use maybe about a grain of rice, put it on my craft mat, my paint mat. Yeah. And I'm just letting the water draw that out.
We do get the paint mat with the paints?
You do, you do, yeah. We put one of those in now.
Nice.
And then I'm just going to clean my brush, and then I'm going to get a tiny weeny bit of the mulberry bush and just see that beautiful colour. There we go. That's gorgeous. Yeah. And let that just run in. Okay, lovely. So I'm just going to encourage it, and I want to push it into that Sargasso Sea. Now watch what happens. Look at that beautiful violet you get from it. It's just really, really lovely. So I'm just going to let that run in on its own. Clean my brush.
I've just got to say with the mega bundle, I'm so sorry, I don't like to do this, but we have to do this because you'll notice on your screen that we are limited stock for our mega bundle. So really busy for that mega bundle. It is limited stock. Remember, with the mega bundle, you're getting your collector's editions. You're also going to be getting the rag, the rag paper, so the cotton rag paper, the journals, the concertina journals, and you're getting the one-day special. All of that in the mega bundle. I know it says you're saving £7. You're not. You're actually saving £15. So you've got 2 flexi payments of £31.96. I mean, £31.96, and you are getting everything. But look at what you could be making. Let me just show you this. It's actually using the embossing powders, which are busy. Look at those embossing powders. They are amazing. So that's just one example. Or if you wanted to make your little boxes in there as well, beautiful. I mean, that's lovely. What I love about Kay and IndigoBlu is just everything is designed to work together. So you can make your most beautiful cards, which you're seeing here. I mean, that's clean, crisp. Then we can go a bit more mixed media if we want as well, showing that lovely pattern building. I think we're going to be heading back to Kay. I'll be totally transparent with you. Oh, can I just show one more? The embossing powders are amazing. Look at that. I can tell you the embossing powders have sold out. They are back on extended delivery. So we are going to say the extended delivery, they will be dispatched the 8th of October. You don't have to wait too long there. The 8th of October for the embossing powders. The mega bundle looks like that's about to sell out as well, so do not miss out. We were actually asking Kay about stock, see if we could get the embossing powders back in stock. That's why I was waffling on. So we'll head back to our demonstration.
So you haven't missed anything because I was too busy just talking to Ben, our floor manager, sorting out stock and everything. So here we go. I'm just going to go in with our daffodil now, just a tiny bit again onto the paint mat with a wet brush. Beautiful clear yellow. Now these are transparent colours, so that's why you can actually see them mixed together beautifully. See that lovely Sargasso Sea mixing in to create that gorgeous green. Just pull it in a little bit. I'm just going to take some more. I'm just going to dab that little bit there because I want to just show you the colour it goes when you mix it with that mulberry bush. See, you get this beautiful, beautiful orange.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
The paints on that cotton rag is something special.
Oh, it is. It's just a delight to use. I mean, I love my watercolour card, but there's something amazing about this cotton rag. You can also sew into it as well. So if you like doing mixed media with sewing layers in and adding fabric to it, this just sews beautifully because it is actually made up of fabric. And you can scrunch it up and you can wet it and re-dry it and put layers on, and it just will take all the abuse you can give it. And it's just such a pleasure to use. So I'm going to put that to one side to dry, and then you can see here, this is one I did earlier. And that's now dry, and you can see where you get this beautiful pull of colour and that lovely sort of typical watercolour effect. And you see, these are not a watercolour, these are actually acrylic paints, but because they're transparent, I wanted them to act like a watercolour paint. So that's why we developed these translucent ones. So now this won't reconstitute. You won't be able to wet this and then move it. It's now solid, so that when you put more layers on, it's not going to change its state at all, and it's not going to move or wet it anymore. So that's the beauty of these translucent colours. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some lovely stamping with these gorgeous collector's editions. I am so pleased with what Janine's done here.
Now, with the mega bundle, which includes the collector's editions, we have had a technical sellout, so please make sure to check out your baskets. With the collector's editions as a set of 3, that's also sold out. Okay, so that's back on extended delivery. If you just want to get the set of 3, that'll be dispatched on the 8th of October, but well done. And I know so many crafters who are building up their IndigoBlu collector's edition sets. So don't miss out and don't leave holes there, because they are fantastic. But they work. I mean, with the collector's edition, you really wanted to bring them for a purpose. Kay, so you wanted to give us stamps that you will reach to again and again.
That's right. I mean, we've been doing them for a few years now, and they're ever so popular. And you know, I tend to get favourite stamps that don't leave my desk, and that's what I wanted with the collector's editions. A lot of customers had said, I really love this stamp, could you do it on its own? And so I thought, well, yeah, because I'm always reaching for a particular stamp.
Yeah.
So I decided to honour that and do them smaller, individual. I'll try and squeeze a few on like this. I've got 3 stamps on here rather than just 1, and so that they would sit in a box on your desk and you could use them every day and reach for them constantly. And that's how they've come about. I've done that upside down, you daft idiot. Not concentrating.
Well, that's okay.
Not concentrating, there we go.
That's all right.
And then what I'm doing here is a little bit of pattern building. So just with this lovely little stamp. This is number 26 and it's got 3 identical stamps in different sizes.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't done that, but
Well,
never mind.
Maybe overstamp at the bottom.
Yeah, I think.
Or on the other side, reflect it. You know the one we did, mirror it on the top ledge as well.
Or I might just actually put a word on top of that or something. Has anyone got a butterfly?
That was my fault.
Yeah.
I was talking to you.
No, I wasn't concentrating. That was the problem. And then I haven't actually. I've stamped that one the wrong way around. That's really gone badly, hasn't it?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So.
It's got that handmade feel to it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to get my head around changing that.
I'm just going to tell you the mega bundle. So that has technically sold out. Please make sure to check out your baskets. It is back though on extended delivery, 9th of October for your mega bundle. So you don't have to wait too long. The mega bundle has been by far one of the most popular option to get the one-day special, and obviously so much more. So you're getting your collector's edition, you're getting 4 of the cotton rag Constantina journals, and you're getting the phenomenal one-day special, which we're playing with right now. Okay.
I've just had an idea that I'm just going to layer up a couple of those so that I can correct that later on. Because it's annoying me that. Okay, so next one, I'm going to stamp this beautiful sunflower mandala that Janine's drawn. I love this.
Okay, you know what we didn't mention is that you're going to be popping what you make, so you're going to be completing this across the durations of all the one-day specials, and then Kay at random back at IndigoBlu Towers is going to pop this inspiration into somebody's box. So whoever's purchased the mega bundle one-day special, just pop it in and somebody will be receiving it. It is totally at random.
It is totally at random because I just go in and I give a couple of packages to the girls. I just wrap them up in tissue. So if you see something wrapped up in blue tissue, don't throw it away, open it. Yeah, so what I've made will be wrapped up in tissue and it'll just randomly go in somebody's order. So, so yeah, keep a lookout for that. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use my stamping platform just so that I can ensure that I get a really good image on here.
Okay.
Let me just move that out of the way. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. There we go. And I'm going to use Versamark on, this is Pink Frog Smooth Black Card.
It's a true black card.
Okay, it is a really nice black this. Yeah.
We'll flash the details if you want to get hold of this. With the beautiful embossing powders, this black cardstock is an absolute win.
It just works so well. And because it's smooth as well, it's just an absolute delight.
I've just seen the price. 80 sheets for $10.99.
I know, it's ridiculous price.
It's
really, really good. Yeah, definitely stock up.
280 GSM as well. So there we go, 939972 item number if you want to pop that into your basket.
Okay, so we're going to do, I think, Hi-Ho Silver. I was going to call this Hi-Ho Silver Lining, but it wouldn't fit.
Oh, you're clever with your names, Kelly.
I do like a bit of, it was the copper load of this that I thought was actually quite good. Yeah, I struggled with the white one, actually.
Well, that was nice. White Cliffs of Dover.
Yeah, White Cliffs of Dover works.
Got to tell you, with the embossing powders, they're on your screen. Half the stock of the extended delivery is gone. What stood out to me was when Kay was saying the next time in the future they bring you back the embossing powders, it's going to go up by about, what did you say, was it 50%?
50%, yeah.
Okay. And that's down to the manufacturers, that's not Kay, it's just the manufacturing process.
I'm just lucky to get it at this price, to be honest. So Now, don't go back using this at home. It's really, really quick.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why I use it for demonstrations,
Right.
but I wouldn't use one of those because it strips paint. It's actually quite dangerous, but for demonstrations it's brilliant because it takes like 3 seconds to do it. Okay, so this is the lovely Glamrock Gold.
Give it a bit of a wobble.
Go on then.
Yeah, you go. Look at that.
It's really, really, really shiny.
Yeah.
Which I love, and this is the lovely Hi-Ho Silver. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that is nice.
Absolutely gorgeous. So what I've done is I've obviously, you know, cut it out.
Yep.
And then I'm going to bring in our lushes, which you'll find on the website.
So are your embossing powders now going to be acting as a resist?
Yes, exactly,
Clever.
exactly. Because you know how I like doing that with clear embossing powder, but this on black with, you know, with this is just absolutely gorgeous.
Now the Luscious pigments are on your screen. They've got options for $14.97. Have a look on the website, but the Luscious pigments are incredible. I can't stress that enough. They are amazing.
So if you haven't used them before, they come in a little pot of magic powder, which are just delicious. Let me just grab one here. Let me just go for one of these. Okay, so they're in huge pots, to be honest. It's ridiculous how much you've got in here.
Well, if you just show the lid, Kay, and I know we do this all the time, but it's effective because normally I've bought powders in the past that have been about 5 ml.
Which is about the size of the lid.
And we've all bought powders like that, right? So you're effectively getting 25 ml.
You are. But also, these are not just mica powders. These have got pigment in them, a really high-grade pigment, and then they've got mica, which gives it that lovely twinkle and shine, and they've got what's called a binder, which means that it sticks to the surface.
And no fillers in there as well?
No fillers. Oh gosh, no, we never use fillers in any of our products at all, no. So what you can do if you want to use it like I'm going to do, which is for watercolour, is you get a brush, stick it in your water so it's nice and wet, put it into the dry powder. Don't worry if any water drops in there, it's not going to harm it, okay? Right. And then onto your paint mat or into a palette, you just mix that. Add a little bit more water.
There you go. And if it dries, you just spritz it to wake it up again.
That's right, absolutely. But not only can you use it for a watercolour like this.
It's creamy.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I would suggest that when you're colouring in, that you need it the consistency of about single cream.
Okay.
So runny, not too thick, because you don't want it to cover the lines of the embossing. This embossing powder is going to actually act as a resist, as you said earlier. And then the lovely thing is that you can actually paint this. Now, where did I want to go with this blue? There we go. So you can paint over these lines.
So you're now picking out the detail within that wonderful mandala.
That's right.
Sort of focusing the eye.
And you can really see how beautiful this mandala is. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. So, and you don't have to be perfect at colouring in because the lines of the embossing just keep it in that area. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do a sort of ombre effect as well. So this is just solid colouring, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, and over here I'm going to show you how to do an ombre. So I think what we'll do is we'll turn this round and we'll use Buttercup, which is this lovely bright golden yellow here. So a lot of the pigments, what we do is we actually mix in duotones. So we might have like a yellow, but I might put a bit of gold in it, or you might find that some of them I'll have like silver and copper or different colours. So this one is the Buttercup, so this has got some gold in it. Okay, and you can see it pulling away from the lines there. And then what I'm going to do is come in with some orange. Now we've got a lovely orange, which is called Fizzy Pop.
Yeah.
Here we go. And then from the bottom, I'm just going to pull a bit of colour from the bottom here, whilst it's still wet. I mean, you could do it when it's dry as well, because it will re-wet. And that way it will just beautifully mix into it. Let me just...
And do go onto our website. If you go onto the website, whether it's using the Hochanda app or go to hochanda.com, you'll be able to see all of the options. They come in sets of 3, and it's well worth just exploring and seeing all the different options out there.
It is. And we've got some really lovely packs of them as well.
Yeah, that's nice. They blend
so
beautifully.
You see, they do blend lovely. And this is coverage on black card as well. So you get a beautiful coverage because of that pigment in there as well. So just going to... Right, so I would just carry on with that. You can actually use the pigments for lots of other things as well. So you can actually, I've just been asked, can you reactivate these? Well, yes, you can when they're like this, because they'll dry out in the palette and then you just spray it with water and that will reactivate them. But not only can you use them with water to make a watercolour, you can actually mix these in with your air dry clay. So if you've got the Hearty air dry clay, you can mix this in with it and colour it and give it some sparkle as well.
That's very cool.
Also, all those lovely moulds that you've got, instead of dusting them with cornflour, if you actually dust them with the Luscious, it will actually pick up those colours and it looks amazing.
What about resins? Can we pour resins in?
It's amazing in resin. Amazing, yeah. It can look like opals. You know, you can put a tiny bit in and just mix it in. And it just looks amazing. But yeah, it's just so versatile, which is why we've actually done these powders. So what I'm going to do is just finish this off, because I've actually already finished one and cut it out ready for you. Okay, so I'll put that to one side, but that I will finish off and that will go onto another card and that will go into someone's lovely parcel. Okay, so we have this, we have one finished, which is here, which is really nice.
That looks lovely.
Yeah. And then what I've done is I've actually just stamped Beauty, which is in the same set here, because you've actually got Thank You for Being So Kind, you've also got Beauty, and then you've got this saying, which I love, I was always looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It is there all of the time, by Anna Freud, which I love.
That is lovely.
So I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to cover up that nice little mistake there that I did accidentally on purpose. Not. And I think I'm just going to give it, just to give it some ease of use, I actually put it on some card, because normally I would sort of sew it on or use or glue straight away, but just for ease of use I've put it on card. Now what I've got here is I've got some of the sari silk, bits of sari silk, and I've just sort of pulled the edges. I've got a little bit of tape measure and a little scrap of paper from the from that lovely cotton rag. Okay, so that's going to go there. I'm just going to take these off here. I think give that a little bit more on that side. And these foam pads are great because they're not too thick. They just raise it up ever so slightly, and I think that one's going to go about there. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do is just very quickly, wherever I put that piece, I'm going to just put one of these on here in the corner, cut it out and put it there just to cover up that mistake there, which I don't like. So so there you go.
Beautiful. We are going to be building this up through all the one-day specials, so make sure to tune in every hour. Kay's going to be showing you a new technique, and at the end of it, the finished article is going to be popped into somebody's order, and it could be yours. So it's going to be totally at random there. Just a quick reminder, so we got the one-day special. We've also got the mega bundle. The mega bundle sold out. It is back on extended delivery and will be dispatched on the 9th of October. Let me explain. So whether you do want to go for the one-day special or you want to go for the mega bundle, this is what you're going to be getting. Now the difference with the mega bundle is you're also getting the collector's edition stamps, which you're seeing here, these beautiful red rubber stamps. Now these are sold out individually and back on extended delivery. They'll be dispatched on the 8th. So beautiful collector's edition stamps. And then, show you that there, perfect. Then we've got the, this is your cotton rag down here. So your Constantina cotton rag, this has been out of stock for 6 months. That gives you an idea of how long it's taken to get it back in stock. You're actually going to be getting 4 of those, so 4 beautiful Constantina journals that you can build up. That's your mega bundle, and of course it includes the one-day special. So whether you want to go for the one-day special, the mega bundle, we'll have a look at that one-day special. I do want to point out with the mega bundle, the £7 saving is on top of the saving you're getting with the one-day special. So with the mega bundle, you're actually saving £15. Let's have a look at what you're getting with that one-day special. So £8 saving. You've got this beautiful hummingbird, and it's shrouded in wonderful floral blooms. So you've got those, and thing with hummingbird is colours, iridescent colours especially, you can bring that to life. Look at this for a stamp set. Look at that. Incredible red rubber, foam mounted, pre-cut, exceptional quality, made in the UK. So you're getting that set. You're also getting 3 of the A6 sets. So this is the stamp that Kay was just alluding to, she was using in a previous demonstration. I mean, that is beautiful. You're also getting the sentiments in there too. So thank you for being so kind. I love that one. Beauty and this wonderful statement. I'll turn that around. I just think this is such a nice sentiment. I was always looking I'm going to have to turn it back. Sorry, let me just so I can read it. I was always looking outside myself for strength and confidence, but it comes from within. It's there all of the time, and that's so true. So that's your sentiment that you were getting. Then down here, we have the other 2 sets. Apologies, that was my hand. You can see that paisley background is beautiful. Look at that. Wonderful, decadent paisley background. And then you've got this one in here as well. So if I turn it that way, turn that around so you can just see. So you're getting those sent with hugs, happy birthday, beautiful, just for you, all of those. Beautiful. So that is your one-day special, or you can get it as part of the complete bundle, the mega bundle. Just going to show you some examples of what you could be doing. So just showing you here. Isn't that nice? Or what about this? Introducing a bit of colour. Now those are the Indian colours from the paint, the acrylic paint set that we have. Or what about this is nice?
You can make it 100.
Or how about here? Lovely. Okay, going to pop all that down. So one day special or mega bundle, both very, very busy. This is the launch show. Enjoy. 990676, your item number. Now, it's a show of 2 halves in the sense that we looked at the mega bundle, the stamps and the one day special. We've got some beautiful fabrics. The provenance, they do come from India, and they have got, they are hand stitched. So all of this Kantha stitch that you're seeing here has been hand stitched. And I am right in saying that, Kay?
Do you know, I have to say these are just so beautiful. Yeah. We actually visited the women who specialise in Kantha stitching, and they told us about the history of it, how it normally comes from northern India, and originally northern India and Pakistan, and how it was in the culture that you would never really throw fabrics out. So it would be their way of patching things. So, you know, if your granddad used to go out of his, get elbow patches for his cardigan and stuff. So they did the same thing. They would take another piece of fabric and patch over the top and do this lovely decorative stitching over the top with the coloured threads. So they made a feature of it being patched, and it would be continually done that. And like bedspreads, you would continually have, and so you might end up with like 6, 7, 8, 9 layers of fabric. And of course, the more you put on, the warmer it got, and the more colourful it became. So that was the sort of history behind it, and we actually spent a whole morning actually being taught how to do this, and it was so much fun listening to the women and how incredibly skilled they are, and how now they're actually creating cantha stitch fabrics for the whole market, and how they're doing modern designs with them, and completely different types of stitching, and it was just wonderful to speak to them.
I can imagine.
And it was just fantastic.
We've got 3 different options for you: green, blue and red. And just wanted to check with you, Kay, so the cantha stitch here, this has been hand stitched?
It has, yeah, all by hand.
Wow.
The women sit in a circle on these rugs and cushions, and sit and have their tea, and sit and talk and do the stitching. It's a really lovely community where they just sit and gossip while they're working.
So in your bundle, you're getting 8 meters of silk ribbon. This is sari silk, so beautiful sari silk, which I'm just holding up there. You're going to get 8 meters of your sari silk. Then you're getting your beautiful fabric with that hand-stitched cantha. It's about 80 centimeters, just to give you an idea of, is it 80 centimeters square? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, 80 centimeters square.
That's the smallest piece you would get. You'd probably find that it's going to be a bit bigger than that.
And not only that, you will be getting a pattern as well, just to show you. You're going to get a pattern with your fabrics too. So what we'll do is give you all your instructions, double-sided, which you can see there. Oh, I know I'm not showing that great. There we go. The pattern will make I
have to say, thank you, huge thanks to Carolyn Lakin, who actually did this for me, because she's not a natural sewer, but she makes the most beautiful things, and she had to figure this out from scratch. And I'm so grateful for doing this for me, because I think it's a lovely little bag. And to be able to actually write a pattern is very difficult, so I'm hugely grateful to Carolyn for that.
You're going to have loads of fabric left over.
And of course we're giving you that free of charge as well.
Yeah, you can have loads of fabric left over.
Oh yes.
I saw Kay's face. I was actually doing a show with Leonie when these samples arrived, and your face lit up.
I did.
We've got to mention this. Look at that.
Isn't this incredible?
That is phenomenal.
I have to say, Sue Ralph, you are a genius. I don't know how you've managed to do this, because I have to tell you that Sue has had a really busy few weeks because her daughter has given birth to their first grandson. So huge congratulations to them all. And I don't know how she's actually managed to do all of these super while she's been running up and down tours.
She's going to be a super gran.
I know, she is super gran.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay.
But isn't that beautiful?
So with the fabrics, you've got options, but whichever option you go for, you're saving £4.50. They are hand-stitched. That cantha stitch is all hand-stitched. They come from India. You're getting the sari silk ribbon, 8 meters in total there. So you will be getting your silk ribbons. You're getting your pattern as well. I mean, what a bundle. And imagine using these, even if you just wanted to create a little bag. Or, oh, do you know one thing? I'm so sorry, I didn't mention. You're also getting
I was going to say the adornments.
The embellishments. Now, so these... Go on, please say.
Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry. These adornments, I'm just so excited, you see. These adornments are actually handmade. So you have women who are actually stitching these by hand and putting them onto backings, and that little bell there, the top one, is actually hand painted as well.
Wow.
The only thing that's not handmade is the little babushka there. I bought it actually off another company that come here, and I just loved it and said, oh, can I have a few hundred of those, please? So that is not actually from India, and it's not handmade, but all the rest are beautifully handmade by these amazing women, and I'm just really delighted to bring them to you. So, and they've got like a linen back, so you can sew them on or you can stick them on, whichever, but I've used them to sew onto things because they're really special.
So we're getting our embellishments, which you're seeing here. You're getting your fabrics, which are stunning. They have been hand stitched with that cantha stitch, and you're getting your ribbons, and you're getting your pattern for £29.99. And when you break that down, that is great value for money. 859973, your item number. We're going to head back to Kay for our next demonstration.
Thanks very much, Yanis.
What are we going to do next?
So yeah, I was just going to finish this off because I just wanted to show you that these lovely designs here look fantastic if you can just use your pens or your paints or your luscious, and you can actually colour in little bits of the highlights in these, or if you've got anything that would suitably go in here, because I think it's just a lovely pattern to be able to do that. And you can also obviously go into these shapes as well. So I just wanted to quickly show you that before I went on to the next one.
Nice.
So what's next? I've got these gorgeous papers that were brought to you last time we were here, and we have actually got some more of them printed for you. So I thought I'd show you a really nice way of doing some, you know, nice paper piecing.
Great for decoupaging, yeah.
Oh yeah, because these are really, really thin. I did them on purpose really thin so that they're great for decoupaging and layering up. So that this you won't actually notice, but when you put your hand across it, you can't tell that it's not actually part of the original piece of card at the back. It's just so thin, it just melts into the background beautifully.
Now you've got two different options, warm or cool. They were both very popular the first time we brought them to you. So back here at Hochanda, $9.99 your price. You're getting 12 sheets, whichever option you go for. 004204, your item number. Okay, so again, I'm going to come to my stamping platform, and I'm going to get that lovely hummingbird. Now this originally came onto a piece of fabric that we designed on our fabric panels, and everybody was going crazy over this beautiful hummingbird. So as per your request, we have actually made it into a stamp for you. Oh, wrong way around. There we go. And then I'm going to get my patterned paper. So what I'm doing is I'm going to choose something that's got quite a few different colours on it. So I think this is going to go like this. And I'm going to stamp this twice. First on this colour, and I'm just going to use a normal black VersaFine. Let me just move that across a little bit. It's looking like my craft room now, isn't it? Good, you're feeling at home?
Yes. It's lovely because we've got loads of space. So this is a black VersaFine. Let me just pop that across. Just use the heel of your hand to get that pressure on, and then just check that that's stamped beautifully. Yes, it has. That's really lovely. Okay. And then I'm going to choose a contrasting colour. I think I might actually go for this one here.
Okay.
And I think I'll have this area. So let's go for that. But I'm really pleased with these papers. They're absolutely beautiful to work with, and they're so easy as well. With them being nice and thin, they're really easy to work with because they're so easy to cut out as well. Your scissors tend to just glide through them. There we go. So you can see that we've got two contrasting looks to it. So we've got this lovely bright yellows and blues, and then we've got this really darker blues and greens look to it. And then what you do is just move this out of the way. Is you actually cut both of those out, and you end up with, oops, let me just put the lid on that. You end up with contrasting birds.
Oh, nice.
All right. So then what you've got is you cut out the bird from one, and then you take the flowers from the other, so that you've got two contrasting colours working together.
Both to pop.
That's right, that's right. And then, how long have we got? We've got 6 minutes. All right, okay. So what I'm going to do very, very quickly, again, is I'm going to wet my whole page on this one.
And it's the beauty of the cotton rag, so being cotton based as opposed to wood based, you can really flood it.
Oh yes, absolutely, yes. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit of, look at that, how the water just pulls it.
Yeah.
And this time I'm going all around the edges. And if you come in from the edge, you'll see it will actually hook onto the edge, and it will give you a really nice edging colour as well.
Nice. Okay. Now we have had a question from Christine, just asking what's the size of the fabric. So Christine, the smallest you'll get is 80 centimetres squared. We're just covering ourselves here because I know Kay was saying that some pieces they are larger, but you definitely won't get smaller than 80 centimetres squared.
Yeah, it was just to be on the safe side because, of course, you know, with it being an Indian fabric, they're not, and they are patchwork. Yeah. They're not always identical, but you will get at the very least 80 centimetres. Okay, so in between.
Shall I hold up one piece just to get an idea of size?
Yeah, please do. Please do.
I think, without destroying the set, I think it's important to see. I mean, it's actually a very good size. So there we go. Considering all of that has been hand stitched, so that hand stitched cantha stitch there, which I think I'm showing you the behind. Let me turn that around. There you go. And I was showing, that was the back. Oh, well, you get to see, look, you get to see how beautiful the stitch is. Okay, back to Kay.
There we go. So my desk is so clean, it's not, and untidy. I don't know where I've put my finished piece. So I'm going to actually use the piece that I did earlier tonight, and I'm just going to use that instead because, yeah, that's okay. I can use that. So next I need to use some of my Slap It On mat. Okay. So
now we have got Slap It On.
A good dollop of Slap It On mat on there.
I know you love your Slap It On.
I do love my Slap It On. It's just brilliant for so many things. So I'm putting quite a good layer on that. Don't worry if there's, you know, the sort of lumps because those are actually just part of the gel. And when you use it with your paintbrush, those just come out quite easily. Right. So what I do is I start with the lovely hummingbird, and I think, which way around should we go with this? Let's go about there.
Now we're getting the Slap It On, and we're also getting the Slap It On Sparkle as well, $13.99. The amount of shows I have done with Kay where the Slap It On and Slap It On Sparkle have sold out, so it's perennially popular. $13.99. Your price does dry clear, such a useful medium, and the sparkle gives it that added bit of wow factor.
It does, absolutely. The sparkle is really lovely. It's got, that will go onto fabric as well, but I use it on everything. I use it on my paperwork and everything. So you can see how I'm just piecing these together. There we go.
Sliding back in beautifully. Such a wonderful image. It's
just lovely, isn't it?
It's very dynamic. You see, you get the sense, the movement of the hummingbird.
Yeah. There we go. Let's just pop him in there. Whoops. So you can see how lovely and thin it is, so it's very easy to work through. And then all I've done is I've just done some splashes with some paint. So if I just get one of my other brushes, here we go, with what's left on my paint mat, and just do a few little splashes. And it doesn't matter that it's all wet because it's all going to dry anyway beautifully. There we go.
Nice.
And then just to finish, I'm just going to draw some lines around the edges just with a normal pen. Okay. But obviously I have to wait until that finishes.
Dry.
So I'll probably actually leave that to dry, and I'll do that later.
Okay.
But yeah, we've managed to get 2 pages done already,
well
so that's
done.
Good.
Thank you, Kay. I really hope you're enjoying the show. I'll tell you what we are going to do is just run the design team's names at the bottom of the screen because they deserve it. They are heroes. Let's have a look at who we've got. The IndigoBlu birds, the design team. We want to say a big thank you because your inspirations are incredible. So who have we got? Sue Ralph, we saw that beautiful work with the fabrics too, who is the lead. We've also got Carolyn. Thank you, Carolyn. Jill's joined us. Kerry's on the team as well. Julie. Anyone else? And you've also got Helen with a slight typo in there as well. It's okay. So we'll just we'll put all the names scrolling down on the screen. But thank you.
Monique as well.
Yeah, Monique and also Rachel, who we left out.
Oh,
so
it stopped working. Never mind.
we'll
but thank you
there.
so much, girls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's the design team, and we'll let those scroll. We're just having one final look at the one-day special and the mega bundle. Mega bundle has been so busy. It's sold out. It is back on extended delivery. 2 flexi payments of £31.96. Do remember that you're actually saving £15 because you're getting the saving, that £8 saving from the one-day special. The mega bundle will be dispatched from the 9th of October. You've also got in here, now the Ragdoll journals have been out of stock for 6 months. They are back. Those Constantina. Did I say rag cotton? Sorry, not ragdoll. Thank you. Rag cotton. I'm glad Kay's here. Thank you for your company. Kay will be returning later on at 8, so I hope you can join her. She's going to be continuing with the demonstrations. We love IndigoBlu. If you want to catch up on any hour, especially if you just tuned in now, go onto our website. You'll be able to do it via the rewind option.